Very well, Sian. All of your questions are correct so far. You have a very high chance of surpassing 88% mark, which is the highest so far. Think about it. These are the words you have to choose from. What do you think is the correct answer? How can we measure the mass of a solid using what?
Balance.
Balance is the correct answer. Very good.
The shape is regular. Measure the dash of the solid using. Measure the volume. So volume.
That's your final
Yes,
answer.
sir.
If the shape is irregular now, fine. Now, volume is the correct answer. Yes. So mass you have measured using a balance. Now all you have to know is volume in order to know the density. So what you'll simply using geometry you'll calculate the volume because you know volume of perfect regularly shaped objects, right? So that's done. But if the shape is irregular, measure the volume of the solid by adding it to a dash filled with water. Then I use a device. You have to
Eureka
choose
can.
Eureka can. Okay. That's your final answer?
Yes.
Sure?
Yes.
100%? That's correct. This will cause a volume of water exactly equal to the volume of the solid to flow into the measuring cylinder. Use the formula to calculate the density of the solid from the dash and volume measurements. From which two measurements? Now in the third case, very good. So far you are doing great. Ohm's law, which describes the relationship between voltage, current, and resistance, is. So you have to tell me among the three options which is the correct option. Which one?
So V is equal to current into resistance.
Current into resistance. That's the correct answer. Very good. The above series circuit shows a 12 volt battery. Now you have to tell me, is this a series circuit or a parallel circuit?
So this is series circuit.
It looks a parallel like a parallel circuit, but it is a series circuit because there is only one
One
loop,
bar.
right? The above series circuit shows a 12 volt battery supply. The left filament has a voltage of 7 volt measured across it. Fine. This filament has a voltage of 7 volt. The total voltage is 12 volt. What is the voltage across the right filament lamp? What is the voltage? 5. That's your final answer?
Yes.
Why do you think 5 is the correct answer?
Hmm?
Why do you think 5 is the correct answer?
The 5. So because. Hmm. Yes. So 5 is correct answer because sir क्योंकि
उर्दू में ही बताओ कोई बात
सर ये जितना यहाँ पर वोल्टेज है
शाबाश
सर वो डिवाइड होगा फिर इन दोनों
वेरी गुड डिवाइड होगा तो अगर इसमें 7 से आ रहा है उसमें 5 है वेरी गुड so that's good you have surpassed Sabik who has got 88 great well done Sian I'm so proud of you
सर मैं जाऊँ
हाँ मेरी जान send someone else
फिर कौन
who is left
सर ये उबैद
Ubaid हाँ लेके वालेकुम अस्सलाम are you ready for the test Ubaid so which is the topic you want me to assess you density and what do you want me to do choose two or just one is sufficient no I am taking your test in series as well don't have an option but what I can do is I can only take 8 of the questions instead of the 10 fine should we begin okay so the first density is a measure of how much dash a substance has per unit of its dash these are the options you have to choose from
how much mass of substance has per unit of its mass per volume
Sure?
Yes.
100%?
Yes.
Okay. The density of sodium is 0.968 gram per centimeter cube. What is the density in kg per meter cube? These are the two options. If you want to convert gram per centimeter cube into kg per meter cube, what do you do? Which one? The first one? It's an incorrect answer. If you want to calculate gram per centimeter cube to kg per meter cube, you have to actually multiply the gram per centimeter cube value by 1000. Can you tell me how? We'll do the how part later. Now the above series circuit shows a 12-volt battery. This is a 12-volt battery. Okay. The left filament has a voltage of 7 volt measured across it. This filament has a voltage of 7 volt. Is this a series circuit? Yes, because there is only one path for the current to flow, even if it looks like a parallel circuit, but it's not. The left filament lamp has a voltage of 7 volt measured across it. This filament has 7 volt potential difference. What is the voltage across the right filament lamp? 5 volts. Is that the final answer? Why do you think it's 5 volts?
Because the total voltage.
Because
Because the total voltage is the sum of those lamps. The voltage that the lamps got, the total voltage is equal to the uh, voltage across each of these lamps.
very good. So what is the total voltage? 12.
12 volts.
The voltage across this is 7, so
Maybe
this
5.
must have a voltage of 5 volt. Very good. In a series circuit, components with a greater resistance will always have a dash share of the voltage. Will they have a greater, lesser, or equal share of the voltage? 84, correct. 84%. Okay, that's good, but could have done better. Mustaqim, which chapter have you studied? Electricity. Okay, great. Uh, so we'll only be assessing you for electricity, not density. वो भी आता है? Okay, so let me choose density as well. Okay, so the number of questions I'll be asking you is 10. Okay, or let's make it 8 only. Ohms are the units of current, voltage, or resistance. Ohm is the unit of what among the three quantities? Resistance. Sure? Very good. In a series circuit, the potential difference of the battery is, in a series circuit, one of the features of a series circuit is dash. Shared across all of the components, the same everywhere in the circuit. Is the potential difference same everywhere or it is divided? Sure? 100%. Voltages? Exactly. Potential difference means voltage.
Different.
Then what is the correct answer?
Shared across all.
Shared. Very good. So potential difference of the battery will be shared across all of the components. Very good. Okay, this is a circuit here. Is it a series circuit or a parallel circuit? It looks like a parallel circuit. No, but it is a series circuit. How, Mustaqim? Because there is only one path for the current to flow. Huh? It seems that it is a parallel circuit. It's not. Clear? एक ही path है ना. देखो ये जो correct? Sure? 100%? Okay. See, in series circuit, the resistance simply add up. So it's 9. That's the correct answer. Very good. This symbol is used to represent a dash on a circuit. What does this symbol represent?
So battery.
Battery is the correct answer. Very good. In a series circuit, components with a greater resistance, components will always have a dash share of the voltage. सीरीज सर्किट में जिसमें ज्यादा रेजिस्टेंस होगी उसमें ज्यादा वोल्टेज होगी, ज्यादा कम वोल्टेज होगी या वोल्टेज बराबर होगी? सेम होगी. श्योर? 100%? नहीं, देखो क्या है. Greater resistance means lesser current, but it means greater voltage. I'll explain it in the class later. But remember that greater resistance also means greater voltage, fine, and lesser current. Okay, dash is a measure of the flow of electrons around a circuit. Voltage, current या resistance? Answer current. Current is the correct answer. In a series circuit, the current is shared across all of the components, the same everywhere in the circuit.
Same.
Well, it's same in everywhere. Current or conventional current flows from positive terminal to negative terminal or negative terminal to positive. So first one, sure? Very good. Oh, mashallah, 87%. Very good. You can go. Anyone left? Ohm's law, which describes the relationship between voltage, current, and resistance, is Sabik, among the three, which is the correct expression for Ohm's law? The first one? Very good. Which of these methods are used to reduce the uncertainty in experimental measurements of density? Now, if you want to measure density, or for that matter, any physical quantity, what are the methods that can reduce the uncertainty in the question? Do we take multiple measurements and calculate the mean? Do we take multiple measurements and use the largest value? When measuring the density of liquids, use a smaller volume of a liquid. When measuring the density of liquids, use a larger volume of a liquid. There are two correct answers. What should we do? Say for example, you need to measure the length of this copy, of this notebook. Would you take multiple measurements of this notebook and take the mean? Or
Yes. I think
it would be one?
yes.
What is the other correct answer?
Smaller volume.
Smaller volume?
Yes.
Sure. Why?
It would be easy to.
Is it easy to measure the length of this, or is it easy to measure the length of this?
So I think it's smaller.
Smaller. Okay, that's your final answer. It's always the bigger one. Bigger one is easy to measure. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what? Great, 88%.